Welcome to Immigration Quicktake. This is Ellie Rutledge with the American Immigration Lawyers Association. Last Friday, the Department of Justice announced a new partnership with the Corporation for National Community Service, or CNCS, called Justice AmeriCorps, which has been established to help unaccompanied children navigate the immigration court system. Funded by $2 million from the DOJ, the program will create approximately 100 slots for AmeriCorps members to provide legal assistance to unaccompanied migrant children in many of the nation's immigration courts. Here to discuss the program in further detail is Greg Chen, Director of Advocacy at AILA. Greg, thanks for joining us. Can you start by telling us what exactly the Justice AmeriCorps program is?
Sure, Ellie. So last week, the Department of Justice and the Corporation for National Community Service announced a new program that will provide legal services to unaccompanied children who are appearing in courts nationwide. This is a $2 million initial grant that will be set up to provide 100 AmeriCorps members set up in nonprofit organizations across the country. These people will be providing legal services, legal assistance to children who are appearing in the non-detained calendar. That means they're not in detention, they're appearing in courts, and the geographic spread is going to be across the country in most of the immigration courts.
Thanks, Greg. Why is this program needed?
Well, Ellie, it's a travesty that for decades the immigration system has operated without any right to government-paid-for counsel for those who can't afford it themselves, for people who are facing removal proceedings on a daily basis. And here we are talking about children. When I was in San Francisco representing children for legal services for children, we would see countless children who are facing deportation on their own in front of the courts. And it's just incredible to see that they have no idea even what the legal process means, let alone the legal options they have and what consequences they're going to face in immigration court. So my understanding is that this new initiative that's been set up to have AmeriCorps volunteers and members will be to ensure that these children understand what their legal options are and what is going to be in the best interest for each child as they go through this very challenging, really foreign experience for them in immigration court.
Do you think that this program will be effective?
Absolutely. First of all, it's important to recognize that having counsel has been shown to be absolutely critical to making sure that the person who's appearing in front of court gets a fair result through that court proceeding. In addition, there are going to be real efficiencies for the court system itself when people are appearing with counsel as opposed to appearing on their own pro se. One thing to recognize, of course, is that this is just $2 million, which is an initial start and won't be nearly enough to cover all the children who are appearing in front of court every day on their own. And so this is a start for an initiative. It's going to be very important, and we look forward to further initiatives coming up.
Was the decision prompted by the unaccompanied migrant children humanitarian crisis at the border?
Well, no, Ellie. This AmeriCorps program set up by DOJ and the Corporation for National Community Service is really a completely different effort that was set into motion long before this humanitarian crisis on the border, with people coming in, fleeing from the terrible conditions south of the border, even exploded in the southwest region of our country. So that has to be recognized, that they are separate. It's possible that in the future these kinds of legal counsel programs would help unaccompanied children that are the kind that are coming across the border. But this program of AmeriCorps probably won't be operational and running until 2015, and the crisis that we see now is happening immediately. Already the Obama administration has set up FEMA to be the response entity to coordinate the humanitarian crisis across the board, and that's what's needed here because it is a humanitarian issue. And America will rise to that occasion. We've already seen that it's a leader in the region, and when there have been other kinds of refugee crises or humanitarian crises, regionally countries respond, such as Turkey or Lebanon or Egypt responding to the Syrian war, receiving refugees there. Here the U.S. is going to need to step up, and I'm sure it will, to respond to what is happening across the border, and that's FEMA's job to coordinate that effort. But it's really separate from this.
Thank you, Greg, for joining us. For the rest of you, please stay tuned for more updates from the American Immigration Lawyers Association.